welcome to R&R on Sports. I'm Howard Robertson.
And I am the great one, Larry Robinson.
And we have a bit of a change of venue.
Yeah, man.
Today we're in a different place. We're still in Spotlight Studios.
Absolutely.
But not on our usual set.
Got
but
this
that's
camel colored leather seats and stuff, man. Kind of grip my booty, man. It grips my booty.
Man, don't be opening the show talking about your little booty. What are you doing?
No, man, it feels good, man. It just kind of grips your body,
all right,
man.
All right,
I love it, brother. I love it. It feels
We need
good.
to talk about, listen.
What we talking about?
This is the place that we want to make sure that people understand that they watch us for the sportspective.
Sportspective. You done made up a damn word.
That's right.
See,
that's right.
what's
That's
wrong
what I
with
did.
you,
That's
man?
what I
I'm gonna start calling you Don
That's
King.
what I do.
You know, you look like
Greatest
Don King
promoter,
about the head. All you need to do is just push it up.
Shut up. Greatest promoter in the world was Don King. I don't
Absolutely.
care what he was talking about. It would always end up being on the next fight.
Okay. All right,
With all the stuff he had going on, they try to trick him. But anyway, that's a whole nother conversation.
Okay.
But you watch R&R on Sports. People should watch us to get more than just the score. We talk about.
Do we ever talk about scores?
No.
Not at all.
No,
We don't talk about no
no.
scores.
We talk about the perspective and all of that.
Culture of sports.
That in mind, what do you say and think about the NAACP call to young high school players or college players to take another look at the SEC teams, particularly that they are?
I've been thinking about this, sir. I've
you wrote
written
a
a little.
speech?
I wrote a little something. About
On the
this.
head, here you go.
Here it go. So first of all, I applaud the NAACP for stepping in and saying, "Hey guys, young people, think about this for a second. Think about this, because you got men who have literally made a living and their name on the back of young black athletes. Number one,
Like who?
Tommy Tuberville. Tommy Tuberville coached at Ole Miss, coached at Auburn, coached at Texas Tech, and Cincinnati.
What did he coach?
Football. Football is a religion. So you got football. Then you got Derek Dooley, son of Vince Dooley.
Right.
Vince Dooley coached at Tennessee, Georgia, and then the various SEC NFL stops. Once again, football, all young black boys. Then you go to Tom Osborne, non-SEC.
Nebraska.
Once again, on the back of young black boys. Then you got Jim Tressel. And so the list goes on. You got these guys who have made their names because of the popularity of football. And now you're going to leverage that brand equity and move that over to the political game. And then you're going to go against people that have been oppressed. You make a living on oppressed people, and then you turn around and oppress them and sign up with an oppressor, because all of them Republican. Now listen. If you're in the Republican Party, my only issue is that you are subscribing to the Donald Trump MAGA way of thinking. You know, you saying make America great again. And so we got a problem with that. Beyond that, though, my challenges is that you have taken oppressed people and made a living and made a damn good living off of it. So kudos to the NAACP for stepping in and saying, hey, guys, it's more than that check, that NIL check. Now, I realize that NIL check is going to be fat.
It's fat.
Fat. So you listen to little Chambers down at Ole Miss, the quarterback. He said, I'm making millions.
Absolutely.
He said, I went to school.
Absolutely.
I had $100 in my pocket.
Absolutely.
In my first, when
And
I
he
went
never
to school.
wants it to end.
And
He
he's
wants to
about
play
his
for
eighth
as
year.
long-
It's about his eighth
eighth
year
year.
in college. So I mean, I get that. But I applaud the NAACP for stepping into this conversation and saying, hey, guys, think about this. And then when you're considering schools, add this into the thing that that in your list of reasons as your pros and cons for going to certain schools. Because in these places in the South, they're really practicing discrimination. There's practicing subjugation. And so for me, I just want to leave it at that and say kudos to the NAACP for putting a little bit of something else on the young men and the young ladies' minds as they look at and evaluating where they go to school and what institutions they support.
I agree in this regard.
You agree with me?
Ain't that something?
Oh,
Amazing. In this, where I am happy to see, I'm a child of the 60s, man.
yeah, okay.
I marched and as a protest, no people should just sit around and just be complicit with oppression. Somebody's got their foot on your neck, you do something, or else, you know what you do? You die.
Right.
So there should be, I'm happy to see young people, see them encourage young people to look around and make their own decision.
Right.
And that they have a sense of consciousness
Right.
about what's going on. I agree with Ms. Hill, Jamel Hill, who said it will not take many. Now, to your point, the money is fat. The money is, we're talking about millions of dollars,
Yeah.
and we're talking about young people for whom they are their family's meal ticket.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are their family's way out.
Right.
I get that. And it's hard to walk away from millions. But for those young people, whatever few they are, if we want to make sure that enough noise is made, that they made the decision that they made based on their consciousness and commitment
Yeah.
to what's going on and the fact that it is wrong. This redistricting that they're doing across the South is absolutely wrong. And that they are not oblivious to it. They are not above what's happening to black people in majority.
Yes.
And so I'm happy about that. I tell people this. Probably the sanitation workers strike here in Memphis
Okay.
is probably one of the most legendary protests of all time.
Okay.
All of the sanitation workers didn't strike.
Okay.
Some of those men
Went to work.
went to work.
They were.
Some of those men crossed the picket lines. They called them scabs and they called them a lot of other
Union
things.
busters.
Union busters and whatnot. But a lot of them went to work. Why? Because they could not be without a check. They had to support their families in their own minds and hearts. Okay? You make the decision that you make. So if they did that, then that shows you that some folk are going to take the money.
Yeah.
Some of these young people absolutely are going to take the money.
Right.
But I hope that HBCUs benefit from it.
Okay.
I hope they are able to get some talent that they wouldn't have gotten under normal circumstances if nothing had been said. And I hope they benefit from it. Because actually, some of these young people would prefer to go to an HBCU where you and I both are HBCU grads
Absolutely.
and alums. And we both know it's a special thing
It's
that
a
you
special
don't get
thing.
at PWIs.
Right. So you use two acronyms. One, HBCU.
Yeah, historically black colleges and
universities. PWI is predominantly white institution.
Right.
So.
Right.
But no,
Thanks for
man, I
clarifying.
totally agree with you. And what I look at and
Let's
I
see
think
what
about.
happens. Let's see what comes off.
Well, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I think, really a lot of these young people are looking out for their families. But, I just say evaluate it, think about it, and make a decision from there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
What we gonna get into next? What we getting
Well,
into?
I mean, we got a segment coming up that we're gonna talk about our city. We're gonna talk about Memphis.
On Street Talk?
Yeah, on Street.
Street
On
Talk?
that segment formerly known as Street Talk.
So you don't
The
win
artist
Prince on
formerly
us. So you
known
don't
as
win you don't win Prince
Absolutely.
on us.
You know our birthday. Prince and I share a birthday.
Oh, really?
And so I got a party like it's 1999 for both
I was
of
wondering
us.
if y'all shared a shirt, because that shirt looks kind of princely.
Well, this is a good looking shirt, man. You gotta be. You check out that. You check out that. Concert.
No, what you
Wait a
got?
minute.
You got
I
the
got
little-
them right here
you
too.
got it right there
Don't
too.
talk to me. Don't play with
This
me.
look like a Value
Don't
City
play
special.
with me. They're not even still open.
Value City ain't open
No, they're
more.
not open.
They got the furniture though.
No, they don't.
Hey man, listen, I grew up on Value City.
On their furniture.
No.
You slept on their beds.
Absolutely.
We got much, much, much more R&R on sports that we're going to get into right after this. Don't go nowhere.
If this is your first year, make some noise!
The energy is magnetic. It's fantastic. I love once you get on the other side of the river and you can see the whole skyline. It's a really great race.
All the people at the cheering stations were great. It really kept the energy all high.
It's a great cause because we're giving back to the students in the city of Memphis. You want to be here. Don't meet me here, beat me here next year. This great event.
We need to talk. The Memphis community needs your guns down. The shooting needs to stop. Some of y'all think y'all standing on business by shooting, carjacking, and stealing, but you're really standing on nonsense, because that's when we're standing on the business of getting you off the streets. Every day, all day. You care about your kids, your mama, you need to be heard, you need to make some money. Help me help you. Call 211 anytime. We got you. That's how we stand on business in Memphis.
So many ways to summer, and so many reasons to do it at the YMCA. Join now for free and make the most of every sunny day. With pools and splash pads at 12 locations, group fitness classes, and free Y Play childcare while you work out, the Y has something for everyone. This is your summer to sweat, swim, and play like never before. Summer is in full swing, so what are you waiting for? Visit ymcamemphis.org to join this summer.
We're parents, entrepreneurs, and citizens striving to make a difference. We're for Memphis, ready to serve our children, our community, our dreams. Join our mission to build a stronger, safer Memphis. The momentum is real. We're winning, and we need you with us. To our military men and women serving here in Memphis, the next move is yours. Choose to serve our city. Apply today at joinmpd.com.
Don't be topic and event driven, be thought and idea driven.
We're back on the journey. I'm your host, Larry Robinson, and today we have, it's an honor to have you here. Son of a bishop. Who outside of your parents had the biggest impact on young Mikhail?
Well, that would have to be my siblings.
What's your superpower?
Build relationships.
Adaptability.
Most confident.
I'm one of the best personalities on the planet.
I know I'm passionate about prayer. I can cook in large volume.
There has never been the best time to learn anything than now.
Because your life is a direct reflection of the choices you make.
It was 25,000 students there, 800 black.
Wow.
You have so many resources.
All right, till next time, the journey.
Welcome back to a new segment of R&R on Sports based on an older segment that we used to do called Street Talk. I got my compatriots here.
What was Street Talk about?
Street Talk was where we just, it was like the barbershop thing. We did, had guests, guests in the studio and people from around the country just kind of kicking it. We're going to call this one Kicking It on the Couch.
You like alliteration, I see.
Yes, I do. I
Okay.
do. It's
All right.
it's a good thing. It's a good thing. And we have,
You're such a linguist.
in addition to Captain Big Head over here, as you are used to having, we have our producer and director and head production guy, favorite guy, friend, Fabian Matthews.
What up, what up, what
Welcome
up, man?
to this side of the camera.
This side, I know, man. It's hard being on this kind of the camera, man. It really is. You sitting there trying to make sure you look good.
Yeah.
You know, you ain't
He
normally
gave that
worried
up a
about
long
that.
time ago.
Huh?
He gave that up a long time ago. He just threw the towel in.
It's like,
Where the flag at?
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
It is what it
man.
is.
But no, I'm honored, man.
It
I'm
is what
honored,
it
man.
is.
Sit there with
Glad
you two
to have
brothers,
you over
man.
here, man. I thought that we might just kind of get together and kick it and talk about stuff.
Like what?
Especially the status of sports in Memphis. I've been looking at a number of things, and especially since Memphis has been in everybody's mouth here lately, from a sports perspective, from a political perspective, and all of that. And I want to ask, you guys were not, unlike me, were not born here in Memphis, but your perspective is not jaded like mine is, having been born here. So I want to ask you each, is Memphis truly a sports town, a sports city, or are we just faking the funk?
No,
You trying to get us in trouble?
No, see, I don't want to say Memphis is faking the funk. Memphis is a lot. I think Louisville, Kentucky, and Memphis, Tennessee are sister cities in many ways. And I wouldn't call Memphis a
Why is
sports
Louisville
city.
important to you? Because
I'm from Louisville.
All right.
I mean, everybody know. If you've been
Everybody
watching the
don't
show,
know
everybody
that.
know I'm from Louisville. But here's the deal. I believe, just as Louisville, Memphis is a basketball city. A basketball city that when you ascend to the upper levels of college and pro, you got to win. You got to win in Memphis, or else they're not supporting that. Now, they will go support, Lil Ray, Pookie, and all of them playing either AAU, high school basketball, middle school basketball. Man, I'm telling you, you go out there to EYBL at the Memphis Event Center. Dude, you got a hard time getting in. You got a hard time getting
those
the seats.
folks are from somewhere else, though.
But it's a lot of Memphians. It's a
Still
lot of
people.
Memphians.
A lot of people is
man.
a lot of people.
Yeah. So for my opinion, Memphis is a basketball city. I'm telling you, and it's some of the most amazing basketball players and some of the most knowledgeable and amazing basketball fans.
So what do you
Now,
say?
I asked you that since you said you brought up AAU. Is AAU hurting high school basketball?
Absolutely.
It's killing it.
It's killing it. EYBL, all of that. Man, high school basketball is going the way of the dodo bird.
Yeah.
I mean, in the sense that it's really on the scale or the hierarchy. Your high school coach used to have a lot of sway. No, it's your AAU coach, it's your EYBL coach, it's all those coaches that really determine where you go and whether and then the tennis shoe companies really control youth sports in that you either a Nike player now,
Reebok.
you're not Reebok,
Puma
Puma and Adidas.
Yeah.
It's those three that now you are either in the Adidas camp, you're in the Puma camp, or you're in the Nike camp.
Yeah.
And that's where you go.
So back to corporate infiltration into high school sports.
Oh, absolutely. But I would say back to your original question, I think Memphis is now football is going to ascend. It has been ascending over the last few years, and I think with Coach Huff over at University of Memphis
has shown that people were coming out for while they were winning. People were really
once
coming
again
out
winning. But let them boys start losing, and Memphis will not show up.
Well, turn on you in a heartbeat.
Now I tell you that, but once again, if we look at Louisville, Kentucky, look at what's happening with Louisville football. Now we got the Doctors of Dunk and all that stuff, which Louisville, it was our pro team. Louisville was our pro team. Something that University of Louisville was our pro team. Something that Memphis now has a pro team. So you have, if nothing else, you go to the Forum when the Lakers are playing. You got just as many Laker fans in there then you got Grizzly fans.
See, I have season tickets to the Grizzlies. Everybody sells their season tickets to Lakers fans. So that's why you have all these Laker fans. When LeBron played for Cleveland, you had all these Cleveland fans. And they were heartbroken.
All these LeBron fans.
LeBron fans, yeah.
They're heartbroken because he didn't show up, you know, and a lot of the big stars don't come. And these kids are getting, you know, you sell these tickets months away. And, you know, depends on how the season going, especially late in the season, you know, the stars don't play late in the season. So, you know, I've had people buy my seats and then they find out their players not play, they don't even come to the game.
Wow.
So, I mean, so you asked the question, is it a sports team? Yes, it's definitely a sports city. But I've always thought, and I don't know how Larry feel about this because, you know, I'm from some everywhere, Chicago and Arkansas. Memphis has an identity issue more than anything.
We got a self-esteem issue.
Self-esteem
Oh,
issue.
very much
yeah.
so.
And you
Very
and,
much so.
and you find that out when you get here.
But that self-esteem is very much tied to sports in many ways, too.
I think to me it's tied to Dr. King getting killed here.
Well,
Really?
Yeah.
But that's
Okay.
related. That's
Yeah.
related. Let me tell you why.
Okay.
Because of what happened in 1968. Memphis was to that point, what we had and we hung our hat on was music.
Yeah.
Was music and entertainment.
Yeah.
They knew,
Yeah.
I don't care where you went on the planet, people knew, and this is still true.
Still today.
Still
Yeah,
today.
still today.
People,
Absolutely.
I had a Spanish, a guy in Madrid, a cabbie turn around and start singing Soul Man to me with no accent.
Really?
Coming to you. Oh, and he could barely speak, well, he spoke broken English, but at any rate, it's tied together because of what happened in 1968. There was all the more self-esteem issues that we had, so we needed something in addition to music to help pull us out of there. And what that became
Basketball.
was Tiger
basketball.
basketball, because
Tiger
that's all we
basketball.
had.
Yep.
And in 1973, the Tigers played UCLA Bruins for the national championship. And there was no prouder day.
I can believe that.
Played
I
a
can
half of
believe that.
basketball. We were in the game, and then the second half of the basketball
Got real.
game. Oh, Lord.
He got real then.
Lord. He came out and played.
Who was this, Lou
the
Alcindor?
game. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Who was it?
It was,
Huh?
was it Bill Walton?
Bill Walton?
Bill Walton.
Oh, Bill Walton. Okay.
I mean, he was a consistent.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Bill Walton.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Bill Walton.
But,
okay.
at-
You can
at
tell
any
that's
rate-
way before me and Larry's time.
At any rate, but
I was,
to the
what,
point,
7?
that's what we
6.
had, and that's what they filled up then the Coliseum every time
Yeah.
that they played and all of that, and it was a sense of pride. And Larry Finch and Ronnie Robinson really did wonders, and the whole team really did wonders for the self-esteem of the city.
So let me
That's
ask you,
no
how
doubt.
important was it that Larry Finch stayed and played ball in Memphis as opposed to, because I knew he was one of the highly recruited in the
Yes.
country.
Yes.
How important was it that he stayed here and played to the self-esteem of Memphis?
It was extremely important, and what it did more than anything else is it gave University of Memphis, then Memphis State, credibility among African Americans, among black folk, because they had none before then, because they had he and Ronnie and Larry Keenan and everybody else brought that authenticity and made Memphis State at that point a place that at least black folk thought they were halfway welcome before they did not.
So something that's really interesting to me, spending a lot of time in New York, sports and music, because of the hip hop, and it was born in the parks.
Yeah,
and so on.
right,
So
yeah.
there's a big crossover between sports and music in New York.
Yeah.
Here, not so much. At least it doesn't feel like that.
But it feels like that to me at the games.
Yeah, it does.
but it stops.
Music is a huge.
Well, I'm talking
part.
about outside of
Yeah, I
you
don't.
know,
Yeah,
I
agree
don't
with
see
you. I agree.
I
with
don't
you.
see Yo Gotti and them rocking Memphis gear like I see, you know, the Fat Joes and all those guys in New York gear. You know, when I
But
when,
I
when
think
you-
that's.
when you-
But
when
to
you-
me, Larry, I think that's more of a trademarking situation with that New York symbol. Everybody wears it. I don't care if you're not even from New York.
But there's such a connection between sports and specifically basketball in New York. Because I wouldn't consider New York a football city. I consider New York a basketball city with the Rucker tournament and all those kind of things. However, because it's born in the park, it's in the park, hip hop and everything was in the park.
But
I think
also that was more black people coming together all the time, and then the hip hop heads. I mean, the Jordans came out, all the shoes, everybody. Basically, you went out to the Rutgers Park in your fit.
Yeah, that's very true. To this day.
To this day,
you do.
You had to be clean, probably.
So
to get on the court.
my apartment in New York is right by Dyckman, which is one of the basketball courts that in Harlem. It's 145th and 145th and Lenox. And once again, basketball and hip hop, man, you got
together.
speakers out there. You got, I mean, basketball. Here you don't see that. In fact, I don't even think you see much basketball outside.
Well,
in
no.
Memphis.
There are many more playgrounds in New York. They play basketball inside here, by and large.
Is it
By
because of
and
the weather?
large. You don't have, huh?
Because of the weather?
Yes. Yes. It's hot in the summertime when they out in Rucker and whatnot. It could be hot out there.
It's
but
hot
it
out
is-
there. That's where
it
you
is-
get the Italian
but
ice,
they
man. That's
play-
what. Hey, bro, I'm telling you, there ain't nothing better than being in Harlem, New York, or Brooklyn,
In Memphis,
and you
you
get
gonna
some
be in somebody's gym.
and you
In Memphis,
and you
you
get
gonna
some of
be in
that. You
somebody's
get that
gym.
mug on that Harlem ice, dig it in there, put that mug on top of that.
And
Hey,
you can't blame
man,
it on violence.
That ain't
It
really
ain't
no
that.
violence.
You can't blame it on violence.
No, but hip hop, in terms of gear and wear, hip hop made a lot of sports teams popular
That's
that
very
were
true.
not
That's very
popular,
true.
especially among us. My son came home with a Boston Red Sox cap on.
Were you offended?
Yeah.
Why were you offended?
Because I was raised by a World War II era
Oh,
father
Boston.
playing
Boston.
baseball,
Boston.
and Boston was American League, and Boston, he wasn't big on the Yankees.
Yeah.
You know, National League, Dodgers, which started out as the Brooklyn Dodgers,
Right.
and San Francisco, the Cubs, all of the National League teams.
But I
we
think
were
you-
raised, and so I was terrified.
But that's
Where did you get that
but go
cap?
back to that
But-
though. Why don't you see the Memphis well, you know what? Memphis Grizzlies and Memphis Tiger gear. Now, Memphis Tigers gear has taken a step up since Penny.
Yeah.
But Memphis Grizzlies gear ain't fly. The logo's dope. The logo, the Grizzlies.
Maybe it's the colors.
But it's I don't think. I mean, I noticed lately
all
they've
of that
been
has to
taking.
do with winning. All of that.
That's not true.
Nah,
and let me tell you why that's not true.
So
do you remember? Hold on.
Unapologetic. My man and them, I Make Mad Beats and those guys. They've tried to add a little bit of swag to Memphis Grizzlies gear.
Yeah.
But Memphis Grizzlies gear, by and large, sucks. It's not that fly now. And I like
Present
the Martin.
tense, you think it does?
Yeah. I mean,
I think
you know,
it's a lot
now,
better. I don't agree. I
Well,
think
it's a lot better now. It's a whole lot
They
better.
came
The logo,
down here
the
originally
logo,
with a
the
Vancouver
logo,
kind
the
of-
logo
yeah.
got a whole lot better.
Yeah,
When
it
the
did.
logo
It did.
changed,
It did.
it got flyer. But by
The
and
bear, the
large,
claw, the whole- yeah, that's-
the bear and
But
large.
do either one of y'all remember when the White Sox changed their uniforms? They changed their S, and everybody started wearing it. Jodeci, that's all they wore was White Sox gear.
Really?
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
And that was in the '90s. It was in
Okay.
the early '90s when they changed that. And when they came out with that black and a white S or whatever the Sox logo was.
You talking about the White Sox
the White
from
Sox
Chicago?
From Chicago.
Oh yes,
you remember that?
Yes,
the White Sox
absolutely.
From Chicago. Everybody wore
everywhere. Everybody started
And
wearing.
it was
but I
simple
think
with
it
the
was.
White
But I
Sox
think
have
it was a
been.
connection. No, I thought he was talking about the Boston Red Sox. So what I'm thinking about is, I think it was the connection to the Raiders. I think there was a Raider that look,
so they
that
bit
feel.
off of a little bit?
I think the Raiders that black and gray and silver.
Yeah.
I think that and the White Sox kind of matched.
Yeah.
And therefore,
I mean, you can't beat a black hat.
No.
Yeah, I mean, that's
But
just
I'm
it. You
saying, I
can't beat a
think
black
that's what, I think that helped. And then you had so much going on with the Bloods and the Crips, so you couldn't wear the red, you couldn't wear the blue, you couldn't wear Dodgers, you couldn't wear Yankees, you couldn't wear a lot of the Red Sox stuff because of the the Blood and Crips during our era.
Yeah.
So I think ultimately the black kind of took, and then you had NWA rocking the black.
Yep.
And so when the NWA started rocking the black, then the folks from Chicago and whatnot, they started rocking the black, which then hip hop became synonymous with the black gear.
Yeah.
And I think that's where all that kind of took off.
I'm going to go back to the way my CFO at the time.
Wasn't nobody wearing pink though.
Jesse, that's all right. They're wearing it now. My CFO, I'm going to call him out, Jesse B. Lee.
Jesse B. Lee.
Jesse B. Lee, CPA, started out a finance meeting by looking at me and saying, I got good news. I said, okay. He said, you don't have a problem in the world that more money won't fix.
I mean, there's a lot of truth to that.
Hey, there's a lot
of truth to that.
So nice, we got to do it twice. We'll be back for more conversation, R&R on Sports, right after this. Welcome back to R&R on Sports. And we're now you do it. Now you do it. We're just kicking it on the couch.
Man, it's
and
street
got
talk.
some-
Quit all that
straight
old
to- okay.
kicking it on the couch.
All right.
We ain't kicking
All right.
nothing.
We used to
We
call it
sitting down.
street talk, but we ain't on the street. And
We at the barber
this
shop.
is-
It's a
we're-
digital barber
This is
shop.
a nice barber shop.
It's a nice
man.
barber shop. Hey, man, the barber
Where the
shop.
chairs?
Hey,
How
have
you-
y'all been out to Barron's?
No. What's that?
Man, it's a barber
barber
shop.
shop? Why would we
out-
go?
Man, yeah, for real. Why we go?
Why do you even know
but
about
no,
it?
But no, so they got a little private club on the side that you walk through a mirror, and you literally in this private little speakeasy deal out there. But it's a really nice. I mean, you would think about that type of environment with the phenomenal art that's at Spotlight. I mean, man.
Did
Spotlight
they give you
is
a free haircut or something for saying this on the show when they should have paid for it?
well, they should have paid for it for sure. I'm with it. But anyway,
All
it's
right,
a nice
all
spot.
right. So what about the state of the NBA? What y'all think? I mean,
State of the NBA.
I want to ask you guys this because you guys are the professionals. Is NBA tired of LeBron?
I'm gonna take that one. Absolutely.
Why?
There's nobody been this good for this long in the NBA. To
So why
quote
would they be
Jay-Z,
tired
to quote
of that?
Jay-Z, there's nobody been this good for this long. And so for me, I think that it's kind of bittersweet because LeBron sucks the air out of the room. Think about it. When you go on ESPN, if LeBron has many great games, and the first thing you're gonna see is LeBron. You're not gonna see Shea. You're not gonna see Wemby. You're not gonna see any of the young boys. And I think it's not a problem. I just think the NBA doesn't know how to maximize that someone has been the best player for 20 years. This guy is literally, think about this. My son, who's 20 years old, has never known an NBA without LeBron James. My son, who's 24 years old, has only, when he was one, he only knows about NBA with LeBron James.
Right.
When LeBron quits or when he retires, whenever that may be, you got to think there's a whole new era because there's going to be a missing piece that has sucked all the attention and everything that's got to be dissipated among those players. Right. And I think what's happening, what we're seeing now, is they're trying to get Wemby to take it because I think the NBA wants to expand it to Europe.
Yeah.
I think they want to have teams in Europe. And I think Wemby is the face of that if they can get him there fast enough. I don't think any kid aspires to be Shea SGA. I think he's a little.
His game is not.
It's not.
I mean, they keep trying.
He's not Jordan.
They keep trying to compare him to Jordan because of his short game, but
it's not. It's not. And then I don't think guys resonate with how he dresses, things like that. I think that ultimately they're going to bypass Shea. I think he's good, but I don't think people like the flopping. I think people really don't like all the fouls called and things like that. So I really believe that if this year, and we're about to date the show, in that we're going to see, I think this is the ascension of Wemby, because I think Wemby's going to be playing in New York against the Knicks, and I think this is the moment they push Wemby as the international face of basketball.
I mean, they tried it with the kid from the man from Denver. Jokic.
No, I don't think American play. I don't think
they couldn't feel him.
I think kids don't resonate with international players. I don't think our kids resonate with Luka. I think Luka, and that's a problem that the Lakers have. Yeah, they got Luka, but I don't think kids in the hood.
To me, there's nothing exciting about Luka.
Once again, I don't think American kids, especially kids in the hood, are gonna be running around talking about Luka. Luka from deep. I don't see that.
I think we got off of the question. The original question is the NBA tired of LeBron? Is the NBA tired of making money? Short answer, no.
No. I think
he is going to go on the farewell tour, just like Kobe did.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to
But for what team?
I don't know what team.
That's
it doesn't matter what team. It really doesn't matter what team it is.
Yeah, but it does. It does if you on the
he
cusp
could be
and you
playing
gotta,
with the Globetrotters, and it is going to. They are going to do that, and they're going to pack arenas everywhere, just like Kobe did. And so, no, they aren't tired of him. Will he be transitioning and whatnot? That's up to him. But I think he will. But they're not. There are fans that come to games that don't come to games typically.
Just
you
to
said
see
yourself. You sell your tickets, and because people want to come see LA play and see LeBron. That ain't about to change, and the NBA is better for that. They're making money on that, and they're not tired of that.
Right, but the NBA, the NBA is built on player promotion.
Okay.
And once again, when you're talking about you got a guy, what else can you say about a player who's 23 years in? What else? How
he's
else can you
He's going to be here Tuesday night and be there and be square, and the fans will be there. That's what you can say.
The fans are going to be there regardless. The fans are going to be there regardless.
Well, why would the NBA be tired of that?
Because you want to promote your younger players
so
that they can get that type of following.
They can do that too.
LeBron's following is locked in. LeBron's fans are locked in. You're not going to find somebody who's going to wake up one day who wasn't. It's like expecting Skip Bayless to wake up one day and be a fan of LeBron.
They are
it's not going to be in.
True, absolutely. But Wemby, neither Wemby nor Gilgeous-Alexander are going to put butts in the seats like LeBron.
But I think that's the goal. That's the goal is to promote them to the point
it's the goal, but while
where they are. I think the Wemby audience will grow, and I think it will grow internationally just as well as it grows at the same time that it grows.
After they get through making money off LeBron.
But can I say this? Can I say this? So I agree with both of y'all. But here's the problem. But serious, here's the problem. LeBron is taking away what the Knicks are doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking away what the Knicks.
Mm-hmm.
Knicks.
Because Muggs talking about what LeBron gonna do.
Everybody worried about what LeBron.
Ain't nobody talking about the Knicks because except New Yorkers.
Too much sports.
Except the New Yorkers.
Y'all been watching too much sports.
Once again, But that's part of it. He sucks the air out of the room. I'm telling you.
I was that guy that had no. I mean,
the Knicks are going to the finals for the first time in 27 years?
Is it? No, it ain't been that long, has it?
20-something years?
No, it's 99.
Yeah, they was
99. Allen Houston and all them guys
Still
went to the Spurs.
What I say?
Y'all 27 years. You right. You right.
Okay.
26.
27.
Okay.
25.
Shut up.
24.
So, okay. So, I mean, that's going to continue. Everybody's excited. He is not sucking that air out the room. He at home. He like
Okay, now
John
wait a
said,
minute.
he
Okay,
gone
here you
fishing.
go. Let me
He's
ask
gone
you this.
fishing.
Who named the 5 starters of the New York Knicks?
I can't name.
So that's
all
what the
5
hell. That
starters
you just
of the
done
New
proved
York
my point.
Knicks.
But I guarantee you can name the 5 starters of the Lakers.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. Now that's the problem
That's
with
not
LeBron.
just because of LeBron, though. That's because of the dadgum Lakers. They're the Lakers. But at any rate.
Oh, and
at
the
any
Knicks
rate,
are not the Knicks?
The Knicks are the Knicks, but it's been 27 years.
I mean, they swept a really good team. I mean, they did.
They've swept two.
Now, I don't think
they've swept 2 really good teams.
But James Harden, I mean, come on now.
And everybody's slamming. Everybody's so tired of him. It's, oh, my goodness.
I'm surprised the Knicks are the Cavs are bringing him back personally.
They are bringing him back?
Yeah, they said they're going to
already
offer a
said-
multi-year deal. I'm like, I don't know
I don't
about
get
that.
it either. But if they're doing that, is it even an opportunity of LeBron going back to Cleveland? Because that's what the speculation is, that he wants to go back to Cleveland.
I think if the Lakers don't come right, I think that there's going to be an opportunity that
would
Cleveland
you pay him a max 1-year deal?
If you look at his stats,
somewhere I heard he and Kyrie
in Dallas.
Cavs in Cleveland.
What you gonna do with the team they got now? That's a squad.
I have no idea.
Which is the problem. Everywhere LeBron goes, you gotta wipe that team out.
Yeah, because ain't nobody gonna want Harden in a trade. Nobody. Great talk. I think do we go straight to our conversation?
Listen. We got our conversation with David West, man, which was in a phenomenal conversation because it was in the midst.
It was.
Right after they won the championship with the Golden State Warriors.
Check this out, our conversation with David West.
We're parents, entrepreneurs, and citizens striving to make a difference. We're for Memphis, ready to serve our children, our community, our dreams. Join our mission to build a stronger, safer Memphis. The momentum is real. We're winning, and we need you with us. To our military men and women serving here in Memphis, the next move is yours. Choose to serve our city. Apply today at joinmpd.com.
Want to find great deals, declutter your home, and make a difference in Memphis? Shop or donate at your local Habitat for Humanity Restore. Both Memphis Restores offer great deals on furniture, appliances, building materials, and more. Every purchase or donation helps Habitat partner with local home buyers to build and repair safe, affordable homes. Together, we build homes, communities, and hope. Visit memphisrestore.com or follow us on social media to find your closest Habitat Restore today.
Don't be topic and event driven, be thought and idea driven.
We're back on the journey. I'm your host, Larry Robinson, and today we have, it's an honor to have you here. Son of a bishop. Who outside of your parents had the biggest impact on young Mikhail?
Well, that would have to be my siblings.
What's your superpower?
Build relationships.
Adaptability.
Most confident.
I have one of the best personalities on the planet.
I know I'm passionate about prayer. I can cook in large volume.
There has never been the best time to learn anything than now.
Because your life is a direct reflection of the choices you make.
It was 25,000 students there, 800 black.
Wow.
You have so many resources.
All right, till next time, The Journey.
Stop breathing.
It's okay.
You know you can tell me if something's going on, right?
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Domestic violence is never okay. Be a survivor. Call today before it's too late.
So many ways to summer, and so many reasons to do it at the YMCA. Join now for free and make the most of every sunny day. With pools and splash pads at 12 locations, group fitness classes, and free Y Play childcare while you work out, the Y has something for everyone. This is your summer to sweat, swim, and play like never before. Summer is in full swing, so what are you waiting for? Visit ymcamemphis.org to join this summer.
We're parents, entrepreneurs, and citizens striving to make a difference. We're for Memphis, ready to serve our children, our community, our dreams. Join our mission to build a stronger, safer Memphis. The momentum is real. We're winning, and we need you with us. To our military men and women serving here in Memphis, the next move is yours. Choose to serve our city. Apply today at joinmpd.com.
If this is your first year, make some noise!
The energy is magnetic. It's fantastic. I love once you get on the other side of the river and you can see the whole skyline. It's a really great race.
All the people at the cheering stations were great. It really kept the energy all high.
It's a great cause because we're giving back to the students in the city of Memphis. You want to be here. Don't meet me here, beat me here next year. This great event.
Welcome back to R&R on Sports, and we love this segment. It's taken from our iConversation vault, if you will.
Well, I mean,
we have all of
can I add a little context?
Please.
We had years of doing this show prior to us being in television and you seeing our handsome faces. However, what we are bringing you is the best of those conversations. In this particular instance, we're talking to David West. Now, I met David West at a Congressional Black Caucus, and we sat down and we talked and had a drink or two and really started to realize that this gentleman was more than a basketball player. Now, I first met David West back in Cincinnati when he played at Xavier. And he was a cool kid then, but re-meeting him at the Congressional Black Caucus in D.C., realizing that he was seeing himself after playing pro ball and getting involved in the political realm and the corporate realm. So I knew he was something a little unique and a little different. So
and you can hear a high level of consciousness.
Yeah, very much so.
From him. And so without further ado, check out David West's iConversation. David, we're glad to have you. We normally start with the journey, the path. Talk to us a little bit about the young David West.
I mean, my journey was, I don't know if it's any different than anybody else's. Obviously, there's some unique turns and twists, but I was born and raised in New Jersey. My mother and father raised us in a suburb outside of New York City. I played ball a lot, when I was younger, but, as I got older, it became something that I felt like was going to change the direction in the course of my life. So really got down to business in Carolina, ended up at Xavier in Ohio, having a pretty good career there. And, 14 years later in the NBA. So, when I first came in the NBA, I think everybody, we have this inside joke where we talk about the way the parking lot looks. You come in the NBA in 2003, and you saw, it was like high-end, top-end cars from top to bottom, right? But I think as time has gone on, I don't know if you see that as much anymore.
Really?
Maybe guys, that sort of shifted. Guys are a lot more thrifty than you would imagine. There's a different, you're going to be surprised, I think, statistically over these next few years at how some of those stories turn out. Because like I said, I think there's been a bit of a shift in just guys and understanding what is needed and what's excessive, and it's very interesting to see. And I've seen that in in my time in the NBA. Because, I mean, when I came in, it was flashy. There's been a concerted effort from guys to get a little bit smarter. You know, obviously, this is a free enterprise system, so you're not going to tell guys that they need to put off or hold off if they've got opportunities to make, high dollars. But there's also a risk in when guys aren't pushed toward education. And so one of the things that, guys like myself, and there have been tons of guys before me who have tried to do, is at least change the environment inside the NBA. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Change the everyday environment, change the conversation. And I think that's what's uniquely different now than from when I came in, because I think guys are a lot more willing to talk about certain things. Guys are a lot more interested in being a little bit more diverse than they have been in the past. You will find there are more programs in place now to help guys better develop their money. And those programs are not in place when I first came in.
I got a couple names that I want you to just kind of give me your thoughts, because once again, and I'll say it to America, that this is one of the brightest, sharpest young men that I've ever experienced in the NBA. And he's always had something thoughtful to say. So when I say to you Muhammad Ali, what thoughts come to mind, David?
Well, I would say, first of all, a champion and someone who had great perspective and great courage in a time where death and this sort of brazen attack on black life was even more polarizing at that moment than it is now. And he stood up through that. I think very insightful. I like to watch some of his old interviews because he gives great insight as into where we were at one point and where we are now, and whether or not we've made a whole lot of progress. It's for all of us to debate, I guess. But he's someone who was a great example. And then I find the one thing that I find most intriguing about Muhammad Ali and the total experience that he was for everyone is that when one of the things he said about Malcolm X is that he regretted, one of his regrets was that he turned his back on Malcolm. And for me, that's a very, very powerful thing, because we understood that, the power of Malcolm, and for him to humble himself in that way, because we understood how vulnerable Malcolm was left when great people like Muhammad Ali sort of walked away from him. For me, that was a great moment in terms of solidifying who Muhammad Ali was in jest. And
okay,
there are other people who haven't been as humble.
Yeah. Okay, real quickly, I want to go two more. Barack Obama. Give me something quick on Barack Obama from your perspective.
Great example in terms of symbolism of what can be achieved in this nation. I appreciate how he completed himself with who he chose to marry and the family that he chose to produce. And I think that's a great symbol for us in this time.
Last but certainly not least, the hick from French Lick, Larry Bird.
The good thing about all three of these people is that I got a chance. I've had a chance to meet all three of them.
Great.
So that's a great thing. But Larry, he gave me a chance off a knee injury coming to Indiana, and Larry was great in terms of his approach to his personal career, and he's a driven individual who has an understanding. I think about the approach to basketball and the mentality or mindset you actually have to have. So he's one of those guys that, I had the opportunity to learn from, be around, and sort of get a view into his world.
Listen, we're going to close this show out, but before we close it out, I got a little something I need to say. Here on R&R on Sports, we always say invest in your community. My big brother and co-host Howard Robertson took that personally and went and got a whole aquatic center named after him and his wonderful family. The YMCA of Memphis and the Mid-South just cut the ribbon on a new 32,000 square foot outdoor pool and pool house at the Georgette and Cato Johnson YMCA in Whitehaven. It's now called the Robertson Family Aquatic Center. Because this is bigger than a pool, it's an opportunity, it's wellness, and it's a brighter future for our kids. Learning to swim builds confidence and health, and it opens doors. So congratulations to the YMCA and to the Robertson family. Whitehaven and the Mid-South are better because of you. Now, Howard, enjoy the pool. Don't put on those Speedos now, all right? You earned it. And next time, lunch is on you.
Thanks, my brother.
Absolutely, man. Listen, next time, check us out on Our Own Sports. Listen, man, you can find us on all the platforms. Roku, Apple TV. You can find us on WRAG+. We everywhere. So listen, come on back. We on YouTube. Yeah. You know, Holly gonna make sure, man. Holly got us rocking, brother.
Got us rocking.
So we got a new producer and everything, y'all. Her name is Holly Cooper. So check us out.
She's from New York, too, big city.
Oh, man, she's a Knicks fan. You know, that's sometimes, but that's all right.
Be back with us all the time on Our Own Sports. We appreciate you.